Good morning. Happy November 1st. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. All right. So my name is Janet Pesic. I am a double gold. I am here to show you how to create a very productive um, calendar. This is something that you can do each and every month, and you should do each and every month. And it's a good idea. I try to start my next month calendar. So like in October for November, I started to work on my calendar a couple days before the end of the month. Okay. Now you can use whatever device you want. I am a pencil and paper kind of gal. So I have a big calendar and I have a pocket calendar that is in my car, right? Now, yes, if you're using a calendar, a paper calendar, things don't transfer over. So at some point, if you're using a paper calendar, you got to kind of combine them. One of the reasons why and I have it up on my screen, let me share you my screen. 1 second, share screen. One of the reasons why I don't use this, well, I'm going to be honest. One of the reasons is because I do both sides of the business, and I have a calendar that that I use for prospects. And with that, if I use my Google Calendar, it conflicts. So that's one of the reasons why I don't use the Google Calendar. Okay. But again, this is a great resource for everybody to use. So we know we're coming up into the holidays where there's parties, there's events, there's family. I mean, this kind of comes into our crazy time. Just being us, it's crazy time, right? So I have always been self-employed. So when my kids were little, and well, actually, when they got a little bit older, not when they were babies, but I had everybody come sit at the table and bring me their school flyers. Whatever was going, their sports calendars, their dance calendars, whatever it may be, right? And I would sit down with the calendar and I would put everything on the calendar, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, what have you, right? Now, things come up at the last minute too. Like, all of a sudden the school says, oh, we're having a bake sale or something, right? That's just life. That's just life. But if you start off with a clean slate each and every month, you now know what your personal life looks like on paper, okay? It's very important that you create business hours. Business hours are set up for you to work the business. Now, some of you might work. Some of you, whatever you do in your own life, okay? Well, you have to put that on the calendar, okay? And work around it. I also want you to think about what is your best hours of the day or evening. I'm very productive in the morning. In the afternoon, I just kind of peter out. It's me, okay? Towards the evening, I perk back up and I'm able to, it's almost like I'm very productive at night, okay? So when I'm thinking about my business hours, I'm going to use the best hours for my business that are best for me. So that's mornings and evenings. Sundays are my best day to create content. So I make Sundays my content day. Okay. When I'm creating my content on Sundays, I can create enough content that either it can last a week of content or a whole month of content. That knocks it out. That knocks out a huge part of the business to where now my working hours during the week are income producing. That is the most important aspect of the calendar. I thought I was going to sneeze. So with that being said, when you are working, there's a difference between income producing and just busy work. Busy work where you're just like here and there and you're doing trainings are important. So don't get me wrong here. But you have to create and you have to do those income producing activities every day to earn income. So my advice, don't fill up your days with training and now you've ran out of time to do income producing. So I'm going to show you how to best do this, okay? I feel like I'm going to sneeze and let me take a little sip of coffee. Maybe that'll help the sneeze. I don't know. Okay. So one of our major resources is, I thought I had it open, I'm sorry, is our Travel Knowledge webpage. Now, you all should already be on Travel Knowledge website. If you're not, then that must be that you are still working through your steps to success. So I want to hear a shout out. Who, and this is no disrespect, so don't take it wrong. But who is not on travelknowledge.info, the website that you see up here? Because this is huge. I call it my Bible. Anybody that's not on it, because I want to get you on it, is the reason why I'm asking. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm not, okay, Jennifer, where are you with the steps to success?
You know, I was
Or-
thinking that I'm
Oh.
done with them, but I think
Are
I'm
you,
yeah.
are you, who's your platinum? So I want to make sure.
Krista Wiley.
Okay, so you guys are on Discord, but which is fine. So when I'm talking about the steps to success, you're fine. Okay. So let me give you this website. I'm going to put it in the chat. You have to answer 2 questions. And if you don't answer the questions, you don't get accepted.
Yeah, I've done that and it says like pending. So I'm still pending. So I'm wondering if there's a step I've missed.
Did you get any email?
I'll have to look back because I want to say no.
Okay, because it should only take up to 48 hours. Really, you should be on, you're waiting on approval from Krista. Okay, so reach out and see if there's something that, actually what I would say is redo it. So you got, you put in your, gold and you put in your platinum.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Because this is, like I said, I mean, this is filled with so much information, but we're going to concentrate on our calendar. I did it 3 times before approved. You know, I'm going to tell you guys, I had several agents that had that issue and I kept saying, are you answering the questions? Yeah. Come to find out they weren't. So, And the reason why, I'm going to say the reason why we have it like this, because anybody could find our website, and it's not meant for the general public. Okay. So we don't want a bunch of people in here that don't belong. So of course we had to have some kind of security. That's the reason why. So in case you were curious, okay? All right. Oh, look at our leaders. I just love them. All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is, hey, wait a minute. Wait. I think, okay. Woo! We were talking about changing. Oh, they did it. Okay, I was on this morning and we haven't yet switched over to November. I mean, because this is a lot of work that the leaders do in the background. You don't realize a lot of things that we're doing behind the scenes. So this morning it was still October. They switched it over. So thank you. Yes, me too. Still, I know. And yet, like I said, this takes a lot of work, guys, in the background. But this is where you're going to start. Now, remember, you already have your calendar in front of you, and you already have all of your personal life on there, and you've marked off your business hours. Remember business hours? I really want you to focus on income producing activities, okay? So what us leaders do to our best ability is we try to give you guys flyers and talk about the different trainings are what you're going to find on the master calendar, okay? So I'm going to highlight some. Holy commode. Didn't I put this on airplane mode? Isn't calls not supposed to come in? Okay, sorry. Okay. All about you right now. All right, new agent orientation. I highly recommend doing it more than once. A different agent might put, I mean, a different leader might put a different spin on it. You're still getting the same info, but you know how you might learn differently from somebody else, or, you know, I know that's with me. Okay. This is income producing activities right here, these travel ad workshops. This is, you're going to learn the vendor first and foremost. You're going to learn how to use the vendor, and you're going to walk away with a travel ad that is going to allow you to have an ad that's going to create income, right? Okay. Let me explain, because we just started this last month, this co-working hours. I love this. This is where one of the leaders will be online, open Zoom, and they're going to talk about whatever they're working on. It's like, come and work with me. You know how sometimes it's kind of cool just to work with somebody. Maybe you're creating content. Maybe you're working on a business process. Well, the leader's going to be right there, and she's going to help you, or he's going to help you. Or you can see what they're doing, and they'll walk you through and teach you what they're doing at the particular moment. So it's really cool. It's just like a round table, and maybe everyone's doing their own thing, but you guys are listening to music at the same time, right? It's awesome. I highly recommend it. I even recommend it. I don't care what training. And if you're driving, put on the trainings while you're driving and listen, because you never know what is going to make the light bulb go off. I mean, I don't want you taking notes, obviously, while you're driving, but you know what? There's no reason why not to listen in. Okay. Oh, they got to update this. That's okay. We'll get this updated. I highly recommend our founders call. It's only once a month. And It's huge. It's huge. You get to hear what's happening in the industry. You get to listen to, he brings a lot of inspiration and knowledge to the table. You get to learn who's the movers and shakers. It's really phenomenal. These are corporate trainings. These are going on all the time, all the time. Okay. So these are our presentations. If you are team building, and I want to say, I don't want, yes, it's team building, but you know what? In this business, you're going to find conversations are going to come up, and people are going to say, what are you doing? You're traveling. Hey, I've noticed that, you bought a new car. Or, hey, I need to make some extra income. It comes up. And I truly believe sharing this opportunity, because if someone didn't share it with me 5 years ago, I wouldn't be here living my best life, turning 60 years old and literally living my best life. So why not talk about it? If the conversation comes up, why not? Because somebody shared that opportunity with you. You have your own reason and why you joined. It could help somebody else. So why not, right? Okay. And at the end of the day, first and foremost, we're sharing a profit pool. We all eat from the same table. Okay. These are profits of the business. Why not get a piece of the profits? Okay. Something to think about. All right. Also, booking travel Q&A. Love this team. Okay. So these all can be found in your back office too. Okay. All right. Now, here is training flyers, right? So he's talking about branch up. Victoria is talking about master, just a series behind it, okay? Or it's a one-time class, okay? So you can come in here and you can look at the different schedules, right? Or the different flyers, and see what interests you. Oh my gosh, we even put little headings in here. Wow. Okay. I love this. How to balance a mom life. Come on. I mean, if you're a mom, jump onto this. Talk to other moms and see how they're, how they're being able to work the business and still be the best mom possible, right? All right. So come through here and go through the different flyers so you can pick out the best ones that are for you. I highly recommend anything to do with EVO Plus is huge, guys. We got agents putting $21,000 in one booking in their pocket that day. 21,000. I, the other day, put $1,300 into my pocket. Some days I put $100 into my bank account. Hey, whatever works, right? Okay. So definitely come in here and see what we got. I highly recommend this. Her name is Precious Carol. This girl is just smarter than smart. I don't know. But anyways, she's got a whole plethora of amazing trainings, okay? And just really good at training, okay? So you can go through here and literally know what you're doing in advance so you can plan your calendar accordingly. You can look at your calendar now and go, hey, wait a minute. I'm doing the trainings, but where's my income producing time? When you see it in black and white, okay? Now, you can come in here and go into the master calendar. Now, this is going to break it all down per day, per hour. And if it's a vendor training, as you can see, RIU, they have a, you can pre-register. So instead of waiting for these calendars to be posted on TK's Facebook and go, oh, shoot, I got to register for that. You can already register in advance. Here's a nugget. I won't say every time, but I will say pretty close to 97% of the time, when you register with a vendor for a training, say you can't make it, they're recorded and they end up sending you the recording. Oh, what I do my best to be at the live, but I'll register for all of them. And I know, like, if I have to pivot that day, that's okay, that I missed that vendor seminar. I will catch the replay. And you start, the more you get it active with the different vendors and suppliers, the more data and the more information they're going to be sending to you. Eventually, you'll be invited to familiarization trips because the vendor is seeing you active with that particular vendor. Does that make sense? Okay. So I know this is all color coded, but guess what? Here it is. So anything in the bright green is corporate. Corporate doesn't have a passcode to their web. I mean, sorry, to their Zoom call. I highly recommend, here's a nugget. When you know you're going to a certain Zoom all the time, I used to have a, oh my gosh, I had stickies on my computer where I wrote down the Zoom numbers because, you know, you never can remember. Well, you can't remember everything, but also just in case we might mess up on the flyer, you know, human mistake. I already have the list of my Zooms that I go to all the time. So I had that next to me, right? Maybe your Gold has their own Zoom and they do their own trainings or team meetings and things like that. Have their Zoom written down, right? And then eventually, or not, you kind of just remember, right? So check this out. There is 2 vendor events tomorrow. I would jump on here. The reason why I'm saying it, Spoiled Agent, I love them. Okay. You probably haven't heard about them. They're not in your back office. But they have amazing trainings. They have amazing deals for us. Okay. I personally recommend anything about Alaska because Alaska is a highly booked cruise. Over the years, I booked a lot of Alaska. You'll hear a lot of potential clients talking about going to Alaska. So I highly recommend, in my personal opinion, things that are commonly done. I think you're still showing October. Am I?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, sugar snaps. You're right. Okay, well, they're gonna get on it. I think I should said it because I was gonna register. Anyways. I was like, "Woo!" Okay, still, I know Krista is on it and she will update. Thank gosh you said something. This will be November. And you'll do the same exact thing what I'm showing. You know, you can go through here and pick out a training. dates, right? Know the times. And that a way you can put it on your calendar and you got a better look at what's happening through the month, okay? Now I have to tell you, we're all human. We all are living our lives too. You might find out in the morning that, say, Coffee with Krista is canceled, right? You know, something, whatever, life happens to us too, right? So don't be shocked. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but yeah, it does happen. And that's where you have to learn. Just pivot, you know, find something else to do. Okay. Does anybody have questions so far? Okay. Ooh, I got something in my eyeball. All right. Everything is listed in Pacific Standard Time. I know this weekend, I guess we're changing time. So fall, we're falling back an hour. If you're from UK, I'm still trying to understand the UK time. I'm still trying to understand Australia's time. And it's so funny because I just moved here to Las Vegas. And was from Arizona. Arizona doesn't change times. So it can get really crazy. You know, depending on where you live, it can get really crazy. Okay. Yeah. So just be prepared, but everything fun times, right? Okay. So here's a funny. So I lived in Arizona, but once you cross the river, which is where I live on the river in Arizona, you're in Laughlin, Nevada. So when I would cross over the bridge, my phone would change to Pacific Standard Time. So trust me, everybody in my town, if you had a doctor's appointment, everyone knew everybody was running late. Or we weren't too early. It just, oh, it took us, we know that it does it twice a year. I'm going to tell you, man, it just, woo. We're like, everybody, can we just all get on the same time zone and don't change? Like, let's just with it. Anyways, that was just some funny. All right. Okay. So these are your tools that you have under travel knowledge, right? Now, I'm going to take you into your back office. How many of you make it a point to go into your back office every day?
Not every day.
I'm going to tell you, um, you really should. You really should. And I know, I get it. It's something that you should develop into your process of your business, because there are things that will pop up in here and you want to know about it. So of course, November 1st, guys, this is huge. This is huge. Okay. Again, this is sharing the opportunity. This is even if someone was to come up to you today and say, man, you know what? Christmas, I don't even know how many days it is away, but once we're over the Halloween point, I don't want to say downhill to the holidays, because I love the holidays. But I mean, it just speeds up, right? Literally, guys, we have the opportunity where people can literally, with our wholesale vendors, we have literally the possibilities of putting income into your pocket now. And really, truly life-changing income. Someone was to make an extra $500 right now, could rock their world. 1,000, I mean, you know, from all different aspects, right? I'm working with somebody that needs, you know, they just need to make a couple $100. I'm like, let's go to work. Let me show you how, right? And then for us to be able to get, this money goes into our pocket every day. Every day, this will be in your Akimbo account. Hell, heck yes. All right. So this is the corporate trainings. Let me tell you my personal opinion. Christina Bertel, this new Agent Basics, y'all need to take it. You all need to take it. Amazing. Okay. Tommy Joe, how she goes over EVO Plus. Amazing. Tap into it. And I believe, I don't want to say yet. I'm almost thinking there's an evening, but I don't want to mistalk. Okay. Krista, I'm going to tell you, Krista knows cruising in, out, every which way, right? Definitely tap into this. Did you guys know? I'm just going to say this. Did you know you could literally book out your own group cruise and sell those cabins on your own? Let me just give you a little tidbit, okay? I love Bunko. And if you know Bunko, you know why I'm saying Bunko is a woman. It's even couples. It's not just women, it's couples, it's fundraisers. They use it across the board. If you know, you know, right? I book out 20 cabins for a Bunko cruise. I sell out every year. People book the cruise because they want to go play Bunko. Now that I've done it for a couple of years, I'm starting to know the people. They really want me to make it bigger. I'm going to be honest. I don't feel comfortable because it's a lot. For what I do, you can book out a cruise. I don't want to get you confused here. You can book a group cruise, say for Valentine's. It doesn't have to be on Valentine's. It could be any time in the month of February or something, or a Mother's Day cruise, and mothers and daughters go on the cruise, and all you do is have that cruise available. My Bunko cruise, I get very much involved because I run the Bunko game while we're on the cruise. So I want you to understand there's two different, where you can be involved and where you could just be having that special for your clients, okay? This automatically puts income into your pocket. So learn about that through Krista and how you can literally be booking groups and working with the cruise lines. It could be a fundraiser. It could be all different types, okay? Spell that. Spell what? What did I do? Bunko?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. I'm telling you. Yeah. I mean, it's known across the United States. I mean, it's just, anyways, I love it. Been doing it for over 20 years. Yeah. Okay, here's our corporate presentations. Again, this is your availability. Tap in. You can have a free business, guys. Your business can be free just by sharing the message and getting a piece of the profits. I highly recommend, just because I see it right now, I know this is not doing to your calendar, but take the time, because this is around the corner. Take the time to learn about this. I also advise, if you have a tax preparer, reach out to them now before, becomes their crazy time, right? And they don't have the time to answer questions, right? So tap into this, start getting prepared for this. I love this because I'm going to tell you, I've been self-employed all my life, and I pay taxes, I pay into taxes, but I get a major refund every year. It is good. It is good to have either, if you're a W-2 employee, it's fabulous to have a side business. because you're gonna notice in your taxes that you're like, damn, I got some major money coming back. Okay, so definitely tap into this now. Don't wait till the last minute. Okay, highly recommend this. Jody Horiski. Now you see that she only does this on the second Tuesday of each month. So if you put this on your calendar now for November, you won't forget, right? What is the separate aspects to build my calendar from? Can you unmute yourself so so we can have a conversation? Shoot, okay. I'm trying to find out what you're trying to say to me or ask. The main idea is from a calendar is that you are finding the way to incorporate your personal life and your business together, right? Because if you work from a blank sheet every day and don't have it planned out, then you're all over the place. You have no direction. And you're always going to feel like you're racing or you're chasing something. And okay, I'll get to that. So again, putting things on a calendar like content or trainings, right? Now you know what time of the days and things like that that you can put towards team building. Putting it on paper is going to allow you to be prepared the day before, the week before. You're going to know what's coming up for the week. Okay. So you're right. I'm trying something, and I wasn't going to mention this, but I'm trying something new that I heard. I am working my business. Okay, first and foremost, I don't have kids. It's just me. Okay. So I have a bigger window, right? So I am working my business in a different format. So today I'm working, let me see how it goes. Hold on, because I'm just trying it out. 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then, oh, I guess I shouldn't say it. It's where I'm going to work. Yes, I should have opened up my mouth. I'm trying to get the most done in a quarter of the time. So I know I'm a morning person. I know I rock it out in the morning. So I started at 5 a.m. and I'm going to go till 12. Hard. Okay. Now, from 12 to 5, it's kind of like my time. I can go run to the bank. It's kind of like my time. Then from 5 to 9, again, which works for me, I'm going hard again. So I have carved out of my day 12 to 5 that is just for me. Did that kind of make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying it. I'm trying it and see if it works for me. You might hear of some tidbits from other resources, right? Try things. I think you're on that. I think, yes. I can't say his name. Milet?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Breaking
Ed
your day
Milet.
into 3 days. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a horrible explanation of it. I know I did. I know I did. But you heard it, right? Doesn't it make sense? Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
right? So I'm
It
trying.
does.
When I get better at it, I'll teach you how to do it. Obviously, I couldn't explain it.
I tried that once,
Okay, how did it
and
go for you?
it worked really well because in the morning I took care of myself. So I had the morning time was me time to work out and do anything that I wanted for me for self-care. And then the middle of my day is where I was most productive. So I worked on my business because people were available during that time. And then in the evening, it was my family time. And so I spent it with my family. And so I broke it up into the three chunks of areas in my life, and it worked out best that way. And I have adult kids, so
I love it, right? So
yeah.
again, you kind of got to find out what works for you, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And um I'm I'm always I try new things every now and then, trying to change it up a little bit. You know, routine is very important, right? So like my morning routine, first thing I do, I open my email. Second thing I do, I open up my back office and then I open up travel cafe. Okay. I've already looked at my calendar the night before, so I already kind of know where I'm starting off at. And if I am to do like content or what have you, I'm going to do that in my best hours when I'm bright and alive. Here's some other tidbits. This is me. So I love essential oils. So I
Mhm.
want my workspace to be all about me. Okay. My grandkids love it. When I was self-employed and my girls were little, I started a major business in my 20s. When in your 20s you don't know diddly crap. You just know you can conquer the world, right? I had 3 girls in diapers. So I've been there. If you have children, I've been there. I understand it and I mastered it. I built a major corporation. Um, and that's the reason why I'm living my best life. I sold that company because I lived and breathed that company. And the reason why I sold the company was I lost myself. All I was known for, they called me JW, right? So in the business, and all my my friends were really my business partners and associates. So I was known as JW or Wendy Jennifer Kimberly's mom. Nobody knew Jan, right? And even if I was to take a vacation, I never left the business. The business came with me. It's not like now where I can go on vacation and we're still work with my clients and be happy and laying out on the beach in Mexico. There, I was still on calls. I'm still looking at the computer. You doing your work. You got this. Hey, you got this handle. I mean, it was crazy. It was 50, 60, 70 hours a week, nonstop. I never could walk away from it. Right. So the light went on and I never thought in a million years I'd sell my company. I sold my company. My girls are like, oh my God, Mom, are you having a midlife crisis? Call it whatever you want to call it. But man, I knew there had to be something better to life. So I took a year off and uh remember, I lived on the Colorado River. Across the river was a mini Las Vegas. So what do you do at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Go play bingo? Well, how many days a week can you play bingo? Well, you can't. You play it anytime. But I'm just saying for myself, I'm just like, wait, I'm too young to throw in the towel, man. There's got to be something. And then I was introduced to this business. I've been in it 5 years. I've never looked back. The income is amazing. The opportunity is amazing. It's amazing that I can work a business literally for free. I know what it costs to run a corporation. Okay. This $90 a month. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you. I can tell you, look at it. Look at the money people are making in this industry. We all can have a piece of the pie, no matter how big a piece you want. You can even have it with whipped cream and ice cream on top. It's whatever you want. It's literally here. When I started to make the income, I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm making this for just being the best customer service that I can be. Blows my mind each and every day. Okay. That's my story. But I love Jody. Jody was one of our first agents to hit $1 million in travel sales. Okay. I'm going to tell you that hitting $1 million in travel sales is becoming easier and easier. Yes, it's hard work. I'm not making say, oh, woo-hoo. No, it does take work, right? But you're going to see more and more agents hitting $1 million. Yes. Yes, in 1 year. We have an agent that did $500,000. If you look on the Travel Knowledge Facebook group, we have an agent that's been in the business since April 2024 that sold $500,000 already in the month of October. 1 month. Guys, let me tell you something. Okay, so Evolution has been around for 7 years, 8 years. Don't quote me. 8 years. We're young. We're really young. So when I started 5 years ago, man, we were all like, don't get me wrong, we were producing travel sales and we were getting paid. But in the last couple years, and I'm watching these new agents walk in the door and blowing my sales away. That tells me anybody can walk into this business and make the income what you're looking for. There's no reason why you're not. More and more of you are just crushing it. I mean, crushing it. I have to take a deep breath when I think about the amount of travel sales that are happening out there. And I will tell you the reason why they're happening out there. First and foremost, they're plugged in. Second, they're willing to be coached. Third, they're willing to put the time into their business consistently. You all have the magic wand. Those are your 3 points. That didn't, I know what I was trying to say. I was trying to make it cute. It didn't come out that cute, but plugged in. Be coached.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I've been called out to the table by my Platinum. And I am so happy that she had done that to me. Not done it to me, but guided me. I'm going to tell you right now, I kind of went outside the box, right? I wanted, and I thought I knew more or better, or I had a magic key. She let me go. You know. And then when I came back to her and said, yeah, guess what? That probably wasn't a good idea. She goes, okay, you ready now? You ready for me to open your hood and come in and look and coach? Yes, I am. I'm going to cry. From that moment, I blossomed. I grew. Firecrackers. Okay, so truly stay plugged in, be coachable, and you have to dedicate the time and be consistent. Here's another tidbit. Social media is huge, huge. I don't care what company, what you're doing, what have you. Okay. Social media is where you need to be. Pick one platform, pick two platforms, pick a platform that you feel comfortable with. Don't worry if your stuff looks ugly. Don't worry. I know. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me, I tell you, I know. I just try to feel your guys' cup. Stay plugged in, guys. Create your your business hours. Work this business. Make it your goal. I'm getting to the forums. Don't give up. We're all going to have horrible, no good, very bad days. Don't let that day be your day that you give up on yourself. Okay? You can't. Okay. Hold on. I love training, guys. And that's why I like sometimes an hour is not long enough for me because I just pour out my heart to you. And it takes a lot of time, I guess, when I pour out my heart to you. Hold on, I'm getting you guys some forms here. If you have to, if it says you got to send me an email to get access to it, don't worry, I will do it. Hold on, I just did one. Let me give you one more. Hold, please. I know. I want to get you guys on to the next training. I hope you got a lot of value from this. I hope it showed you how important it is to have a calendar, have a direction to go in. That is one of the most important things about the Start Me Up and the for the ones that have Discord. No, when you get it, it's going to ask you to send me an email when you get it.
Okay.
Okay, I know. Make a copy of it. Here, I'm going to give you something cool. Hold on. And when you come onto a trainings, I always share documents that I have, and it's to help you with your business. Maybe it's to help you with record keeping. This is really cool. This is going to help you with posting. I'm going to actually give you questions that you can post on social media to get engagement.
Nice. Thank
Okay?
you.
Because we need a little help, you know? Because sometimes we get a little, foggy in the brain. I know I do. Hold on. And I want you guys to make November the best November you guys had. Remember, this is we're coming into our wave season. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm talking while I'm getting this for you, is because everyone is going to be spending time with family and friends. They're all going to be having the conversations. What are we doing? Are we going on a family vacation? What are we doing with the kids this year? They're all going to be having the conversations, and they're all going to be looking for us to help them. So get prepared for the wave season, guys. because it's a coming. All right. Everybody have the best November possible. Watch for some more trainings. I share as much as I can with you guys, and have a beautiful day. Bye.
You too. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.